Dr. James Craik owned much land 8 miles from Capon Bridge, which is now West Virginia, what is now North River Mills. Craik Spring is named for him. James Craik was born in Scotland around 1727 on the 1,400-acre estate of his father, William Craik, who was a member of the British Parliament. He attended Edinburgh Medical School, the first medical school in the English-speaking world. After graduation, Dr. Craik served in the British Army in the West Indies. Leaving the Army, he set up a medical practice in Norfolk, Virginia, then moved to Winchester, Virginia. Dr. Craik was a friend and physician to George Washington for most of their lives. He served as a medical officer with Washington, beginning with the French and Indian War. He was with Washington at Fort Necessity. Washington was forced to surrender to the French. Major General Edward Braddock, then with 1,000 professional British troops, arrived in Virginia in February 1755 to drive the French out of the Ohio River Valley. Braddock's troops camped near the forks of the Capon, just off the current Gaston Road. The Battle of Monongahela, near Pittsburgh, was disastrous for the British and the Americans. The French and Indian allies completely routed the British and Americans. Craik dressed the wounds of the dying General Braddock. Also in this battle, Horatio Gates and Charles Lee would lead American troops in the next war, the American Revolution. Daniel Boone and Daniel Morgan were teamsters. Thomas Gage would fight alongside Washington in this battle. He would then fight against Washington in the next war, the American Revolution. Craik and Washington resigned from the Army. Craik married Marion Ewell, a distant relative of Washington. He had a prosperous medical practice in Winchester and Alexandria. Craik returned to serve as physician to the Army with Washington in the American Revolution. During the Battle of Brandywine on September 1777, 19-year-old Marquis de Lafayette was shot in the leg. Craik dressed the wound. Craik was the senior doctor attending Washington when Washington died. Craik died in Alexandria in 1814. There are some interesting videos. If you Google or YouTube search for Dr. James Craik, you can learn more about this famous Hampshire County landowner.